I was gonna go take a nap, and I looked out the window, and Maybell's standing weird, thinking she might be in labor. This could be a false alarm, but yeah, she's in labor. She's in labor. There, it's moving. There you go. So a couple more of those. A couple more. There it comes. There it comes. There it comes. There it comes. Good morning, I am Dustin Aleman. This is Aleman Family Homestead. Our hope for this channel is that you're able to pick up a tip, a trick, a golden nugget to help you on your homesteading journey. If that is the case, please hit subscribe below. Give us a like, a thumbs up. Keep bringing that feedback. Appreciate feedback, comments. Appreciate all of you. Okay, so this is actually part 2 of earlier today. We did chores. We talked about what we were doing with calf sharing a little bit. We've got a number of items we've got to take care of. I'm gonna give you guys a quick garden tour. We haven't done that in a minute. And then I'm gonna show you the brooder that we need to work on. We lost turkeys. My goodness, where are we at on our turkeys? So we ordered 40 turkeys to start the season. They all showed up dead on arrival. They were all dead. So we ordered another 40, and those 40 did great for the first couple of weeks, and then they started dying off, which is pretty typical. That will happen. And then we had a predator in the high tunnel, which ended up taking a few of them. We brought the turkeys inside for a little bit, finished building the brooder, brought them back out to the brooder, and this predator got through the brooder that we built. And I think it's because of my lighting here is just horrible. I think it's because of we did poultry wire instead of hardware cloth. Brought them inside. They were in my office for like a week until I went nuts, and then we brought them outside. We only had 11 left at that point in time. And then we just had this huge rainstorm a couple nights ago, killed 9 of them. So we're down to 2. We just ordered another 40. So we've got 40 coming here in the next few days. I'm not doing it in my office. They've got to be out here. I've got to fix this brooder. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do there. And then I'm going to go pop the top on these. Sorry guys, I can't get this lighting right. I'm going to go pop the top on these hives and make sure that the bottom deeps are at least 80% full, and then I'm going to add another deep. So we're going to give them a deep for another I don't know, 4 to 6 weeks, and then hopefully we can throw a honey super on to finish out the season so we can harvest some honey this year. Okay, so garden update. I'll just walk you guys along here. These are all volunteer tomatoes. Natalie just kept finding tomatoes that were just growing up, so we're just letting them grow. So that's what all of these are. These are all from last year. These were just seeds that fell on the ground and started growing, and we rolled with it. So we've got that. We've got cucumbers coming up here. Cucumbers are looking good. Along this back side, we've got, these are all of our fun Halloween pumpkins. So colored pumpkins, white, blue, fun pumpkins. Down the second row are all of our squashes. You can see they're starting to come alive here. So we've got squashes here. Squashes. This is our peppers row, which is looking a little light still. But they'll come along. Look at this guy. This is the key. We started this guy in what, February?
Yeah, end of February.
End of February. We started this guy inside, and you can see the head start he's got on the rest of these. What do we have here, babe? Radishes and beets here. These are our sugar pumpkins, edible pumpkins. And we've got some tomatoes growing here. Tomatoes. Yeah, Nat says we've got over 30 tomatoes. Here's more tomatoes. So this is the last row. So you can see, again, we grew these inside. So it's such a big deal to have a couple months of growth if you can. But here's our tomatoes here. And then along the back side here, we've got bush beans and shelling peas. And then here's this looks like a volunteer tomato.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Yep, look at that. That's a volunteer tomato. And bush beans along the back here. So there we go. There's the garden update. This guy's already starting to fruit, Natalie said. Oh yeah, there we go. So again, the importance of, you can see these tomatoes are starting to pop out already. Getting these guys started as soon as possible. And so we'll go through here. See, these guys are suckers. So anytime you see this sucker popping out where it was, we always want to pick those. So we'll go through and pick those. Those are just, we don't want those growing because they're going to take nutrition from the rest of the plant. All right, so there you go. There's the garden update. We still have, gosh, we've got a number of months, so we're feeling good about it. Again, once we start growing, it's very I don't know, it's hard those first month or so because it doesn't seem like you're making much progress, but you can already tell it's starting to grow. And again, trust me, a month from now, 6 weeks from now, it's just gonna be, it'll be a jungle in here. So there's our garden. Here's the brooder situation. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I screwed this thing up. So we did hardware cloth on the top and hardware cloth on the bottom. And then and then we did poultry wire here. I'm gonna rip all this poultry wire off around the whole side. I think what I'm gonna do is take the top off. We had a little hole here with the hinge, which I don't like. I'm gonna redo the hinge here. But I'm gonna dismantle even these top brace. And I think I'm gonna take these legs off and I'm gonna cut them. I'm gonna use the chop saw and just cut these down to less than 2 feet so that we can have I only want one strand of hardware cloth to minimize any possibility of intrusion. Because you see here, I ran 2 poultry wires and we came through and zip tied these, and that predator ate through these zip ties. And it ate through this poultry wire. It's crazy, look at this. Whatever's getting in here ate through this poultry wire. It's not gonna be able to do that with the hardware cloth. So we're gonna make this entire box. So that's the plan for today. I'm gonna get this pulled off and I'm gonna get started on that. We almost forgot about these potatoes out here. I need to remind Natalie, we gotta come out here and weed these. So these potatoes are popping up. I mean, look at these. We've got a whole row here. Potatoes popping up. All this grass is intruding. We need to come out here and trim it. So these are all potatoes. And then this whole line is potatoes that we planted. Completely forgot we did these. We've had so much rain. If you recall, this was a paddock. I mean, you can even see where the pigs were. The pigs were here and they just tore this area up. They left us a nice trench where Natalie just came in, literally threw some potatoes in, buried them, and we've gotten enough rain this year. We've just gotten lucky. I mean, I'll have to ask Natalie if she's even been watering. I doubt she has, but we need to come in here and trim some of this grass away. But yeah, very nice. We'll have some potatoes this year as well. Okay, I'm gonna go. A couple of things. I need to go back, grab a tape measure. Oh, I brought my my drill out. I'm gonna start taking that brooder apart. I'm gonna go get my bee suit on. I'm gonna go check on these bees and throw a couple deeps on the hives. Okay, I got the suit on. I'm just gonna go check these guys out, see what they're doing. I'm pretty sure, I mean, they've been there. They've been very, very active since we got them. So I'm gonna make sure, I'm first gonna check. I've got 3 deeps over here that are fully framed that we ended up harvesting from last year. We gradually did that inside, and then I brought them out here for the bees to clean up. That was a couple weeks ago. So I'm gonna make sure those are all clean, and then we'll be able to just throw that on top of this bottom deep. Okay, so I'm gonna pop the top on each one of these. I'm gonna see what this bottom deep looks like, and then if it's over 80% full, we'll throw these extra deeps on. don't like that. I mean, these are the last two frames on this side are completely empty still. We're just starting to build out that third frame and just one side of it. So we've got 2.5 frames over here that are not. These middle frames are full capacity. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the 5 frames in the middle they're jamming. But the 3 over here are not, and then over here, same thing. These 2 are definitely empty. So this is the second frame from the side, on this side. This one's completely empty. They're starting to build this one out. So they're not as far along as I was hoping they were. I don't think I'm not gonna put a deep on this hive. Okay, so they only have 5 frames that are maxed out and 5 that are empty. So I'm gonna leave that there. I would like to see 8 frames fully capped and only 2 frames empty, and then I'd add that second deep. So yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do it. So I'm gonna check this one now. We get the same exact situation on this side. So the 5 in the middle they're jamming. There's 3 on this side and 2 on this side that have nothing. So it's all good. I'll give them a couple more weeks. I'll do another hive check here in we'll give them 2 weeks and see what it looks like. All right, so that was a bummer in terms of our hives. I was hoping to be a lot further along, but we just took the kids in for a nap. I was gonna go take a nap, and I looked out the window and Maybell's standing weird. We were thinking she might be in labor. This could be a false alarm, but we'll bring you out. If it's nothing, we'll nix the video here. So we'll go check on Maybell real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in labor. She's in labor. All right, leave her alone. All right, so Maybell is in labor. Is there a baby down there that she's licking? I don't like that.
Alright, we've never seen this, I think.
Yep, that's a nose. That's good.
Good girl.
She's dripping colostrum already. Look at her teeth. She has long teeth. There, it's moving. There you go. There's a couple more of those. A couple more. There it comes. There it comes. There it comes. There it comes. Good girl. The tongue's out. I don't. Is it dead? Oh, it's breathing. There it is. Whew.
There you go, good mommy. Good girl.
Alright, let's let her do her thing here. Crazy how it takes them a minute to breathe. Did that go back in her?
No, first.
Oh, it just burst. And you got typical cows in the background. Eating grass, chewing their cud.
Maybell. Yeah.
There she goes. All right. Back one?
Yeah.
Okay, get that big one. Can you see if she's on it? We're only 30 minutes, so 30 minutes post calving, and she's already got colostrum in her system. That's what we want. Maybelle keeps kicking her off, which, yeah, she's a heifer, so first year heifer, so it's it's her first one. So Natalie and I were just joking and talking that she is Annabelle's offspring, and Annabelle's a kicker. Yep, there you go. There's some Annabelle in her. But at least she's getting her colostrum. I'd love to see her hit all 4 of them. Maybe we'll just leave them be now. I'm gonna go check this fence. I'm about to lose battery power anyhow. All right, so that was awesome. That was our first live birth. And she's going to town right now. This is great. This is awesome. So that's super, super important. That colostrum is so important. So important within the first 2 hours of delivery. That was cool. That was Natalie and I's first time. That is our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th calf born on this farm. And the only time we've ever seen, no, 6. That's 1, 2, 3. Love, June. Yep, that was our 6th. Our 6th calf born on our farm. That's the first time we've ever seen it. We've missed 2 by like seconds, but that was pretty cool. That was cool. Even though I didn't get my nap. This is my nap day. I was literally getting ready to lay down to take a nap, and I looked out the window and I saw something poking out of Maybelle. So I'm glad we got out here. Camera's gonna die. We got to get her a bolus, so we're gonna bring her up in a couple hours, get her calcium bolus just to be sure. We'll bring out the iodine spray, the new calf's umbilical cord. We did not get done what we needed to get done, so I'm gonna go start working on that in the brooder, or the brooder in the high tunnel. We got to get that fixed up, but we're running out of battery power. So hopefully that was eventful enough. That was probably a lot more fun to watch than me building a brooder. So hey, as always, we're gonna call it a day. As always, appreciate each and every one of you. Our hope for this channel is that you're able to pick up a tip, a trick, a golden nugget to help you on your homesteading journey. If that is the case, go ahead and hit subscribe, give us a thumbs up, give us a like, give us some feedback, comments. Appreciate y'all. Catch you next time.